Text isn't just for reading, it's for directing attention. Most text animations are boring because they're overused or they simply don't fit the video. Instead of helping the viewer, they become just another distraction. But when text is animated the right way, it alone can make your videos feel much better. In this video, I'll teach you everything you need to know about text animation and show you how to make it look premium, even inside CapCut. So, I did the homework for you. After analyzing a bunch of different edits, I found that every text animation can be broken down into 3 pieces: typography, composition, and motion. Once you understand these 3, creating great text animations becomes ridiculously easy. Typography is everything about how your text looks, and if it's about looks, you know it's about fonts. There are 5 main font families: serif, sans serif, slab serif, script, and display. Then every font comes in different weights: thin, regular, and bold. But throwing fancy fonts everywhere doesn't automatically make your text look good. The secret is choosing the right font for the right situation. Composition. This is all about where your text sits on the screen. Things like its position, the white space around it, and principles like the rule of thirds and safe margins. Basically, it's the layout of your text. Then comes motion. This is what most people think text animation is, but it's actually just one piece of the puzzle. There are 3 main categories of text animation. In animations, how your text enters the screen. Emphasis animations, how you direct attention and add energy. Out animations, how your text leaves the screen. Now enough with the theories. Let's get into the real business. I'm going to show you 7 of the most viral and eye-catching text animation styles and recreate every single one from scratch. As the first style, let's start with the basics. These are the 3 fundamental text animations. Almost every text animation you've ever seen is just an upgraded variation of these 3. So let's start with basic number 1. This is just a word-by-word animation. Each word simply pops up one after another. First, import your voiceover into the timeline. Then I add a white background, so it's easier for you to follow. Now go to the text tab and generate captions using auto captions. Once they're generated, move the captions to the center of the screen. Change the text color to black. For the font, I'm using Helvetica. Now for the animation. CapCut already has this one built in. If you go to the caption tab, you'll find an animation called Bounce Out. But if you want to make it manually, here's how. Open this caption tab. You'll see every word is editable text. Simply separate each word by pressing enter after every word. That's literally it. You're just placing each word on its own text box. Now for the second basic style. It's still word by word, but instead of every word appearing in the center, each new word appears next to the previous one, building a single sentence. Just like before, import your voiceover and add a background. Generate auto captions and customize the text. Then duplicate the text layer, select the original layer and lower its opacity. Now select the duplicated layer, open the caption tab and separate every word by pressing enter. Only do this on the duplicated layer. Next, place every word onto its own text layer, creating a staircase on the timeline. After that, extend each text layer so they all end at the same time as the guide layer. Now all the words are sitting in the center. Using the faded guide underneath, move each word into its correct position to build the sentence. You can use the zoom box for more accurate placement. Once everything lines up, delete the faded guide layer and that's it. Now for the third basic animation. It's almost identical to the second one, but the difference is, in the previous animation, only the new word moved. In this one, the entire sentence moves every time a new word appears, keeping everything perfectly centered. Start the same way, generate your auto captions and customize the text. Then separate every word just like before. Now it looks exactly like the first animation. Here's the trick. Select the first text layer and copy the word. Go to the second layer and paste that word before the second word. Now copy that entire line, move to the third layer and paste it before the next word. Repeat this process until you've built the entire sentence. Here is the second text animation, Bounce Up. It's basically the first word-by-word animation, just enhanced with a few keyframe movements. Start by generating auto captions for your voiceover. Customize the text however you like. CapCut does have a built-in animation called Spring, but honestly, the bounce doesn't feel very accurate. So let's make it ourselves. Separate every word just like we did before. Now select the first text box. At the very beginning, add a transform keyframe. Move forward 3 frames and add another keyframe. Then move forward another 3 frames and add 1 more. Go back to the first keyframe and set the scale to 0. Now right-click the text layer and open the keyframe graph. Create a smooth bounce curve like this. Feel free to adjust the spacing between the keyframes until the bounce matches your voiceover. Once you're happy with it, close the graph. Now you have two options. You can repeat the same process for every text layer, or simply duplicate the first animated text layer, replace the text, then convert it into a compound clip, trim off the unwanted part, and place it on the timeline so it lines up. That'll save you a lot of time. If you want, you can also save it as a preset. Unfortunately, CapCut doesn't apply it like a one-click template. You'll still need to tweak it every time. But once you get used to it, it only takes a few seconds. And that's the bounce up animation. Next, we've got the Bouncy Slide Up. I'm pretty sure you've seen this one before. It's one of the most viral text animations. I already have my caption layer ready. For this one, we're going to follow the exact same process as the second basic text animation. Duplicate the text layer, lower the opacity of the original layer. Now select the duplicated layer and separate every word. Place each word on its own layer, creating that staircase layout we made before. Extend all the layers. Trim the unnecessary parts, then use the faded layer underneath as a guide to position every word into a sentence. Once you're done, delete the faded guide layer. Now let's animate it. Select the first word layer, add a transform keyframe at the beginning. Move forward about 10 frames and add another keyframe. Then move another 8 frames and add a third one. Go back to the first keyframe and set the Y position to around -200. Right-click the layer and open the keyframe graph. Create a bounce curve on the Y graph like this. Now go back to the first frame, add a blend keyframe and set the opacity to 0. Move forward 3 frames and change the opacity back to 100. Open the blend graph and apply cubic out. Now repeat the same animation for the rest of the text layers. At this point, you'll end up with something like this. It's not bad, but it still feels a little plain, so let's make it look even better. Select all the text layers and convert them into a compound clip. Now add 2 transform keyframes, one at the beginning and one at the end. Go back to the first keyframe, set the scale to 150, then move the text slightly to the right, around 1000 on the X position. Open the keyframe graph one last time, and apply cubic out to both the scale and X position graphs. And there you go, a much cleaner and buttery smooth animation. Next up, the upgraded version of this one, Bouncy Slide Up with glow pops. This is probably the most eye-catching animation on the list. For this one, use a dark background. The glow will stand out much better. I'll keep it simple and just type some text manually. Customize it however you like. Now we need to recreate the Bouncy Slide Up animation first. Just follow the exact same steps we did before. This time I'm not using a voiceover, so you can see how to make it manually too. The only difference is, without a voiceover, you'll need to type the text yourself and position each layer manually. For short animations like this, that's much easier. Alright, once your text placement is done, create the bounce up animation exactly like before, but skip the blend keyframe part this time. Once the slide up animation is finished, let's make the glow pops. Duplicate the first text layer, change it to any color you like. Right-click it and convert it into a compound clip. Now add a blend keyframe at the beginning. Move forward about 5 frames and set the opacity to 0. Then trim away the remaining part of the clip. Repeat the same process for the rest of the text layers. Now you'll notice the colored text smoothly fading away. Honestly, this version already looks pretty cool. If you like that clean fade, you can stop right here. But if you want that glowing effect, simply add the Glow 2 effect to all of the compound clips. And just like that, you've got one of the cleanest and most eye-catching text animations. Alright, next up is this text composition animation. I actually don't know a name for this one. It's basically arranging words around other words using primary and secondary text. The special thing about this style is that you're not limited to a single font. I've used this style a lot in my own videos, and honestly, it's much easier to make than you might think. So let's build one from scratch. I start by generating auto captions. Then I change the text color to black and place everything in the center for now. After that, separate every word and create that staircase layout on the timeline. Now you need to pick a primary word from your sentence. Select all the other text layers and move them aside for now. Change the primary word to a bold font. I'm using Helvetica. Increase the font size to around 10 and make sure the primary word is noticeably bigger than the rest. Now you just have to build the composition. Start placing the other words around your primary word. Use different fonts, different weights like thin and regular, and experiment with different styles. There's no rule saying you have to keep the words in the same order as the sentence. Just make it look clean. Try not to leave huge empty spaces. Keep the layout compact. Actually, this composition part mostly depends on the sentence you're working with. For words you want to emphasize, try using a script font. You can also mix black, dark gray, and gray text. Using slightly different shades instead of one solid color gives the composition more depth. Once you're happy with the composition, it's time to animate it. You don't have to animate every single word. A simple slide up, pop up, or even a typing animation on the primary words is more than enough. Here's how I make a smooth slide up. Add a transform keyframe at the first frame. Move forward about 8 frames and add another transform keyframe. Go back to the first keyframe and slightly lower the Y position. Now add a blend keyframe at the beginning and set the opacity to 0. Move forward about 4 frames and change the opacity back to 100. Open the keyframe graph and apply cubic out to both the Y position and blend graphs. And that's it. Here's the final result after adding the slide up animation. Text composition is what guides the viewer's eyes. As the 6th one, let's make this Saas style text animation. If you don't know what Saas means, it stands for Software as a Service. The special thing about this style is that it's incredibly smooth and fancy, yet still minimal. So let's make it. I start by generating auto captions. Customize them however you like. For this one, I'm using Creato Display Medium as my font. Now duplicate the text layer and reduce the opacity of the original layer. Just like before, separate every word and create that staircase layout. Then place all the words into a single line using the faded layer as your guide. Once you're done, you'll end up with this basic text layout. Now I'm going to make a quick bouncy slide up. Just follow the exact same steps we used before. After that, duplicate the first text layer and change it to any color you like. Add a blend keyframe at the beginning. Move forward about 5 to 10 frames and set the opacity to 0. Repeat the same process for the rest of the text layers. Now I'm selecting the last word layer and splitting it into 2 near the end. Select the second half, change its color to blue, then make it bold and italic. This part is completely optional. I'm just doing it because it gives the animation a little extra personality. Now trim the unnecessary parts of all the colored layers. Next, let's animate the part where the first 3 words disappear. Move the playhead to where the next word starts and cut the first text layer there. Move forward about 3 frames and cut the second layer. Then move another 5 frames and cut the third layer. Now apply this Type 2 out animation to those 3 layers. Adjust the animation duration so it matches your timing. Also, make sure the animation starts after the previous layer ends. Otherwise, it'll begin disappearing before the previous animation finishes. Once that's done, select all the text layers and convert them into a compound clip. Open guides and rulers and add a vertical guide. Add a transform keyframe at the beginning of the compound clip and align the first word to the center. Now move to the point where the first 3 words have finished appearing and center that group. Then move to the final part of the animation and center the last 2 words. Open the keyframe graph and apply cubic ease to the X position graph. And there you go. Now you've got a smooth Saas animation. Build your identity using fonts. And for the last one, I picked this text highlighting animation. It's one of the most popular animations in Apple-style UI motion design. The best thing about it is how versatile it is. You can use it on its own, or combine it with slide-ups, bounce-ups, or pretty much any other text animation. I'll show you how to make the standalone version so you can easily combine it with your own animation styles later. Start by adding a text layer and type any word or sentence you want. I'm using Creato Display Medium as my font. Next, add another text layer and type a single dot. Change its color to blue and increase the font size to around 30. Now duplicate that text layer and replace the dot with a straight line. Change it to a thin font. If it looks too thin, just switch it to bold. Place the line on the circle like this to create the highlighter shape. Now select both layers and convert them into a compound clip. Duplicate that compound clip. Double-click the duplicated clip to open it. Move the blue dot to the top of the line. Then click this arrow to go back to the main timeline. Place one highlighter shape on the left side of your text and the other on the right. Now duplicate your main text layer. Select the bottom copy, delete the text, then press space until it's roughly the same width as the original text. Enable a background for that text layer and choose the second style. Change the background color to a light blue like this. Set the rounded rectangle value to 0. Adjust the width, height, and position until it creates a highlight behind your text. Also adjust the two highlighter shapes so they line up perfectly with the background. Now the composition is finished. All that's left is the animation. Select the right highlighter shape. Add a transform keyframe at the beginning. Move forward about 1 second and add another transform keyframe. Go back to the first keyframe and move the right highlighter so it sits directly on top of the left one. Now select the background text layer and convert it into a compound clip. Apply a split mask. Rotate the mask to -90 degrees. Add a transform keyframe at the beginning and position the mask over the left highlighter. Then move to the second keyframe you created earlier and slide the mask all the way to the right. Finally, open the keyframe graph for both layers and apply cubic ease to their X position graphs. And that's it, you've just created that clean Apple-style text highlighter animation. So that's how you create these text animations from scratch. I hope you learned something new, and remember, you can do all of this inside CapCut. So go open CapCut and actually make something. Experiment, break things, try your own variations, because that's how you take your editing to the next level. That's it for now. I'll see you in the next one.